My beloved, pause for just a moment. Yes, you, beneath the smile, behind the weariness, inside the silent battles no one else sees. I've come to speak directly to your soul. You are standing at the edge of something sacred, something that could shift the very way you carry your pain, your fears, your strength. And if you walk away now, you may miss the very truth your spirit has been crying out for. You've questioned if you're strong enough. You've wondered if I still see you. And in this very moment I am answering, yes I do. Yes I am here. And yes, the strength you've been searching for has already been placed within you. But you must stay. What I'm about to reveal will not only renew your mind, but restore your heart. Do not scroll past this moment. This is your divine interruption. The next few minutes hold the power to shift how you see your weakness, your worth, and your walk. Will you trust me long enough to listen? Because, child, the strength you need is already yours, and I'm about to show you how to find it. Even when you feel faint or powerless, my power pulses within you, a sacred force that cannot be exhausted or diminished by the trials you face. Picture a mighty tree, its branches stretching upward toward the heavens, yet its roots sunk deeply into the rich soil beneath the earth. The winds may roar, the rain may lash at its leaves, but the tree remains unmoved because its roots draw nourishment from a strength hidden beneath the surface. In the same way, your strength is anchored in me, an unseen, unshakable, eternal foundation. When doubt creeps in, and exhaustion threatens to undo your resolve, turn inward to that secret wellspring within your spirit. My strength flows through you like a river of living water, filling every empty space, refreshing your weary heart and restoring your courage. You are not alone in your struggles. You are infused with the power of the Creator, who fashioned you with infinite purpose and care. Do not allow fleeting failures or the whispers of fear to deceive you into thinking you must stand alone. Your strength is not a fragile flame that flickers and fades. It is a glorious fire ignited by me. Born from the eternal light, I shine into the depths of your soul. When tempted to measure yourself by worldly standards, by achievements, mental presence, or popular acclaim, remember, true strength arises from surrender, from knowing that I am your refuge and fortress. You need not prove yourself to anyone but me. Even then, my love is not bestowed because of your strength, but despite your weakness. Your vulnerability creates space for my power to dwell within you, transforming you into a vessel of resilience, hope, and grace. My dear one, I understand the silent battles raging inside. The moments when you cradle your face in your hands, overwhelmed and uncertain. I am with you in those moments, closer than your very breath, ready to carry you when your legs fail. There is no shame in needing me, no embarrassment in leaning on my strength. In truth, it is the highest form of courage to admit you cannot do this alone and to seek my help. The truth is this: my strength is made perfect precisely in your weakness. Every time you acknowledge your limitations and invite me into the spaces where you falter, you awaken the divine spirit within you, one that can move mountains, calm storms, and heal brokenness. Let this truth settle within you like gentle rain on thirsty soil. There is a power at work in your life, one that cannot be damaged by hardship or diminished by despair. Your identity is not defined by circumstances or failure, but by the mighty strength I have given you. I have placed my spirit within your heart to guide, uplift, and empower you beyond measure. Know that I am not distant or aloof. I am intimately involved in your deepest struggles, pouring my strength into you to transform every weakness into an opportunity for glory. When you feel small, remember that within you dwells the boundless strength of the Almighty, the one who holds the universe in the palm of his hand. This strength will not abandon you. It will carry you through every valley and onto every mountaintop. My child, do you hear the invitation now? It is a call to surrender your own efforts, fears, and striving so you may find rest and power in me. Draw near to me, lean into my embrace, and feel the surge of strength beginning to fill your weary heart. This strength does not fade or falter but remains constant, unwavering, and true. You are never too broken, lost, or weak for my power to reign within you. I have chosen you, I have called you, I have equipped you because your strength is in me. Will you believe me this time, my beloved? Will you trust that the deepest wells of courage and peace flow not from your efforts, but from the everlasting strength I supply? Hear this sacred promise. Wherever you go, whatever challenges you face, my strength will be your companion, your shield, your song in the night. You will rise when others fall, endure when others falter, and shine as a light that cannot be extinguished. This is not mere wishful thinking or hope. It is truth breathed into your soul by the living God who delights in you. My beloved, open your heart wide to receive this truth, for my strength is not merely around you, it is inside you. Rest now in this knowledge and allow it to transform the way you see yourself and your journey. You are stronger than you realize, not because of who you are, but because of who I am within you. If your heart is stirring, do not turn away from the promise that my strength is your strength. Come closer, deeper, into the intimate sanctuary of my presence, and you will find a power that renews, restores, and redeems. This is your birthright as my beloved. Trust me and step forward with courage, for I am already holding you up with strength that never ends. My beloved, I see the ache that dwells within you, the silent battles no one else perceives, the heaviness wrapping your spirit like a shroud, suffocating the light I placed within you at creation. I understand the depth of your wounds, those hidden places where despair plants its seeds, and every effort to rise feels like trudging through a storm without shelter. Your soul, precious and intricately woven, has traversed paths shadowed by doubt and disappointment. Yet even in those dark valleys, I am there, unchanging and patient, holding you close with a tenderness the world cannot offer. My presence is not fleeting like shifting winds. It is the steadfast embrace you need when the night seems endless. I do not measure your pain by your failures or the times you turned away from me. Instead, I see the heart beneath the layers of weariness and brokenness, the part that still longs for restoration and peace. When you feel weighed down by your own shortcomings or the wounds inflicted by others, remember this: my love is not conditional or fleeting. It is a river coursing relentlessly through the barren landscapes of your soul, bringing life where you believed nothing could grow again. I am not distant, quietly observing your struggle. I am intimately involved, working in the gentle whispers that call you toward hope and renewal. In your moments of greatest despair, when silence feels deafening and prayers seem unanswered, I am weaving a tapestry far grander than you can perceive. Every tear you shed nourishes the soil for new beginnings. Do not be disheartened by the storms buffeting you, for they serve a purpose beyond pain, shaping you into the radiant image I created you to reflect. Your brokenness is not the end of your story, but fertile ground for my glory to shine through your life with even greater brilliance. When loneliness presses in, know that I am there, guiding you with a patience that outlasts time itself. You may wonder why relief does not come sooner, why healing seems slow, why burdens feel heavier than you ever imagined you could bear. These questions are not signs of failure, but echoes of the deep desire for transformation within your heart. Trust that in my perfect timing, I am breaking the chains that bind you, opening doors where once there were only walls. Your endurance amid struggle is not unnoticed. It is a testament to faith that flickers, perhaps faintly, but never extinguishes. Cry out to me, even when words fail. Your sighs and groans are precious offerings heard and understood by my heart. There is no condemnation here, only a voice calling you upward, inviting you to lay down those burdens that were never meant to be yours alone. Let me carry the weight of guilt, shame, and regret that cloud your vision of yourself and my plan for you. Cast your cares upon me and find the gentle rest that has eluded you for so long. You are not defined by your struggles or past mistakes, but by the divine purpose etched into your being from the moment I breathed life into you. My patience with you mirrors my mercy, vast, unending, and tender beyond human understanding. As you journey this difficult road, lean into my presence. Allow yourself to feel the quiet strength that comes not from your striving, but from surrendering to my hand. This is not weakness, dear child, but a sacred exchange. Your brokenness for my strength, your fear for my peace, your confusion for my clarity. In still moments when the noise of the world fades, listen for the rhythm of my heart beating in sync with yours. It is there, in the silence, that healing begins. Trust is restored, and hope dawns anew. Do not reject my loving correction or the lessons born from hardship, for these are the tools I use to sculpt your character and refine your spirit. I am the potter, and you are the clay, pliable, precious, and destined for beauty. Even when reshaping feels painful or inconvenient, hold fast to the truth that I am working toward a flawless masterpiece. Your resilience amid difficulty is the soil that nurtures growth, and I celebrate every step you take toward the light, however small it may seem. Remember, beloved, you do not walk this path alone or in futility. Each moment of despair is a moment where I am near, comforting you like a mother cradling her child in the dark. Though you may feel unseen, your soul is never overlooked. Look for the threads of my love woven through your day, the kind word from a stranger, the unexpected peace in your heart, the gentle guidance on your journey. These are my fingerprints, reminders that I am with you always, turning your sorrow into joy, your stumbling into a dance. Let this truth settle in you. No matter how deep the struggle, I am here, patient and unwavering, ready to restore what seems broken and reclaim the hope that feels lost. Allow me to be your refuge and strength through these trials. Will you open your heart to receive my comfort and let me carry your burdens? Your healing is not distant or beyond reach. It begins this very moment with a single step toward my loving embrace. Trust me to guide you gently back to the path of peace I have prepared for you. My dear child, I see the tender struggle within you, a battle not easily spoken, yet deeply etched in the chambers of your heart. The tension you feel, the wound that quietly throbs beneath your daily motions, is not hidden from me. My eyes pierce through your moments of silence and the fleeting shadows of doubt that attempt to veil your joy. Know this, you are never alone. Even in the depths of your uncertainty, for my presence envelops you like the gentle mist before dawn, unseen yet profoundly felt. This path you walk, fraught with hesitation and perhaps bitterness, is not forgotten. The ache of past mistakes, the sharpness of regrets, or the heaviness of shame may weigh you down, but I am the healer who weaves together broken pieces with threads of grace. I am patient with your stumbles, ever watching lovingly, wanting you to lift your gaze beyond immediate hurt. Indeed, these moments of pain are not endpoints, but invitations, doors opening into the vast corridors of my understanding and restoration. My discipline, when it comes, flows from a heart overflowing with love, designed not to crush but to refine you. Imagine yourself as a fragile vessel cracked by life's storms. I do not discard shattered clay. Instead, I gather the fragments carefully in the potter's hands. Each imperfection is embraced. Each break becomes a seam for something more beautiful. Within these cracks, light and hope pour forth. You may feel broken now, but in my hands, You are becoming a vessel infused with my glory, a reflection of my steadfast mercy. Let this truth sink deeply into your being. Receive assurance that no failure, no wound, no fear can separate you from my love or my plans for your restoration. In the silence of your soul, when doubts whisper and the burdens of yesterday grow too heavy, know I have not abandoned you. I stand close, drawing near to you in this very moment. My gentle whisper weaves through your thoughts, calling you into my peace. You may not always hear me clearly over the noise of hurt, but I am here, a steadfast refuge. Even when words fail you, your yearning does not escape my notice. I breathe my spirit into your longing, filling emptiness with love beyond understanding. There is no rush, beloved. My timing is perfect, though often mysterious. While you wrestle with pain or confusion, this is the divine pause before dawn. In these quiet spaces, I shape your soul, gently pruning what hinders and nurturing what needs growth. You may feel the weight is endless, but I promise you, I am working. My patience reflects my unshakable commitment to you. I do not move recklessly, but with the wisdom of eternity, orchestrating every detail of your healing and growth. Reflect on the seasons of your life, the winters when hope seemed frozen, the storms shaking your foundation. Yet through every harsh wind and cold night, I have been your unseen gardener, tending with tender care often unnoticed. Roots grow beneath the surface, strengthening you even when unseen. Trust that pruning will bear fruit, and harsh seasons yield the sweetest harvest, prepared by my hand. Do not hesitate to lean heavily on me, for my shoulders are broad, and I delight in carrying you. Cast your anxieties upon me. I cherish your trust, and your burdens are not too heavy for my love. If your heart stirs with unrest, or your soul wrestles with doubt, do not turn away. Come to me again and again. No matter how often you falter, I will meet you with open arms every time. Let this divine embrace comfort you, stronger than any force in this world, more constant than any earthly affection. At times you may long for swift answers, for immediate peace that silence or circumstance deny. Yet my peace often grows slowly, like dawn breaking softly over rugged land. It begins as warmth in your spirit, a steady star in your night sky, guiding you gently forward. Hold on to that glimmer, however faint. Your faith weaves a tapestry through your nights of waiting, binding them to my promises and love. Give your heart rest where shame, regret, and fear cannot prevail. I desire you to experience sanctuary, a place where wounds are tended by mercy and your spirit sings with hope again. Remember, my child, grief does not have final say. I am the Redeemer who turns ashes into beauty, who brings life where there was dying, who breathes joy where sorrow dwelled. You are part of this grand story, written in love and crowned by hope. Embrace that this moment, with all its pain and confusion, is not wasted. It is fertile soil for awakening. Look beyond your trials to the promise of new life sprouting from surrender. Even now, my hand steadies and strengthens you, crafting you into the masterpiece you were meant to be. If your heart seeks solace or your soul longs for reassurance, reach out in quiet surrender. Let me fill the empty spaces. Walk with me in trust. Even when the path seems hidden, my presence is your unshakable foundation. Will you believe me now? Will you let my love heal the places you've shielded so long? Your journey of healing is sacred and precious to me. Let this truth settle in you today. You are deeply loved, intimately known, and continually held by a Father whose heart overflows with mercy and grace. I am not finished with you, beloved. Come, take my hand, and let us walk forward together. My dear child, often you find yourself weighed down by the invisible chains of guilt and shame, heavy cloaks woven from past mistakes, regrets, and harsh judgments you carry within your heart. It is I who see the depths of your struggle, The way you replay moments where you believe you have failed me, or even worse, failed yourself. Yet, beloved, this burden is not for me. It never was. Guilt screams accusations, convincing you that you are beyond repair, that your soul is so stained no light can reach inside. Shame whispers in solitude, telling you are unworthy of love, grace, or a fresh start. Know this, those voices are not mine. They are echoes of a broken world, shadows cast by the enemy's desire to isolate you from my embrace. But I am the God of restoration, the one who does not cast you away when you fall, but bends low to lift you up. My hands bear scars of love and compassion, holding you tenderly even when yours tremble with fear and sorrow. Imagine a potter working with clay, reshaping what seems marred and blemished. The clay's value is not because it is perfect on its own, but because the potter infuses every stroke with intention and care. So it is with you. Each error, each failing, each painful step is not the final shape of your soul. It's a moment for me to demonstrate the depth of my mercy, stretching wide enough to contain every sinner who turns to me in humility. I do not see only your imperfections. I see the heart ready for repentance, the spirit longing for peace, and I rejoice. Forgiveness, my beloved, is not a distant hope. It is a present reality, not a reward earned, but a gift freely given. It is as close as the breath you take now, a fresh arc of grace flowing toward you. When you feel overwhelmed by the weight of what you carried yesterday, remember I say to you, lay it down here with me. This is the altar of freedom, the place where chains break and scars become testimonies of my enduring faithfulness. Let the flood of my pardon wash over every wound and stain, not because of what you have done, but because of who I am. Love incarnate and mercy without end. Child, I understand that sometimes the journey toward self-forgiveness is the hardest path you walk. You may feel like climbing a mountain of remorse, thinking with each step, will I ever be good enough? Hear my voice. Goodness is not something you earn through deeds, but truth you embrace in your identity with me. Your worth is not weighed on the scales of failure, but lifted high on the cross of my sacrifice. You are made whole, not because you are flawless, but because righteousness has been clothed upon you as a garment. Tear off the cloak of shame that tells you to hide, retreat, and silence your voice. You are not meant to live in shadow. You are the light of the world, called to shine with my radiant love. When shame draws near, confront it with the truth of my acceptance. When guilt whispers lies, respond with the testimony of my forgiveness. And when you falter, let my spirit uphold you gently and persistently, like a shepherd gathering the lost lamb close to my heart. Do you see now how every flaw, misstep, and sorrow of your past is transformed by my grace? The tapestry of your life is not a patchwork of broken threads, but a masterpiece woven with mercy and love. The pain you remember does not define you. It refines you in the fire of my everlasting compassion. You were never meant to carry your guilt alone, not when I have stretched out my hands to bear it for you. Take hold of them. Lean into my compassion and feel the freedom I have already won for your soul. My dear, let this truth settle deeply within you. Freedom from guilt and shame is yours now. You do not have to earn it, prove it, or wait for it. It is as sure as dawn and as intimate as your own breath. When your heart feels heavy, remember you are enveloped in my mercy. When doubt clouds your place here, remember I have chosen you, forgiven you, and called you my beloved. Do not shy away from this love now. Run into it. Rest in it. Let it heal every ache. So will you believe me this time? Will you step from shadows of accusation into the light of my forgiveness? Let your heart open, and I will fill it with peace beyond understanding. The past is forgiven, the future is bright, and in this moment, you are free. My beloved, in the quiet chambers of your heart, where shadows often gather and whisper fears, I am present. I see the tremors of anxiety rippling through your spirit, those moments when doubt hovers like a mist that refuses to lift. These feelings are not foreign to me. They speak to your humanity, to the fragile vessel I have chosen to dwell within. Yet I am not distant, nor indifferent. I am the steadfast rock beneath your shifting feet, the gentle whisper in the storm's eye. When fear tightens its grip, remember I have woven threads of peace into the very fabric of your being. Fear is often the echo of what you cannot see or control, but I hold all things in perfect balance. Let your heart lean into the certainty of my presence, unseen yet unwavering. Do not mistake your anxiety as a sign of failure or my absence. It is in these tender moments of struggle that I draw closest to your core, cradling your fragility with infinite compassion. Like a mother easing her child's frightful nightmare, I soothe your racing thoughts, replacing turmoil with a quiet assurance that surpasses all understanding. The storms within you are no match for my calm. The valleys of doubt are illuminated by my unyielding light. You are more than the sum of your fears. You are my beloved, crafted with intention and embraced with tenderness. Trust this profound truth even when your soul feels like a tempest tossed by relentless waves. Let me remind you that faith is not measured by the absence of fear, but by the courage to surrender it to me. Surrender is not relinquishing strength. It is the bravest act of love and trust. When shadows creep in and you feel lost in the labyrinth of your mind's unrest, do not recoil. Instead, extend your trembling hands toward me, for I am the way through the maze, the anchor securing your heart. Know this: every doubt you face, every anxious thought is an invitation to draw nearer to me, to taste the depths of my peace and hold it as your refuge. If your heart stirs with even the faintest hope, do not turn away, but step forward into my embrace. I desire for you a faith rooted not in blind hope, but in deep relational trust, a trust that rises like dawn after the long night of worry. Imagine your spirit as a garden overgrown with the weeds of anxiety. My spirit is the gardener who sows seeds of peace, nurturing growth slowly and tenderly so that healing sprouts in due time. Each moment of fear is an opportunity to release the weeds and cultivate the soil of your soul with faith's living water. This process may seem slow, and you may feel as if standing in a wilderness, but every season has its purpose in my divine design. Embrace this moment as a sacred pause where my grace floods your soul with quiet strength. Rest assured, you are not alone in your unrest. Take heart, my dear child, for I have seen your suffering and held it close to mine. When night presses heavily upon you, when the future seems shadowed by uncertainties, I speak into the depths of your being with a voice as tender as a lullaby. It is the voice of love saying, I am here, I will sustain you, fear not. These words are not mere consolation. They are the unshakable promise that I am your refuge and strength, the shelter where you find peace, not distant but near, nestled within the chambers of your soul where I dwell. Will you believe me this time and receive this peace I offer freely, peace that surpasses every moment of doubt and trembling? Let this truth settle in you. Your anxiety does not define you. Your faith is not the absence of struggle, but the courage to hold my hand when the weight seems unbearable. Your heart is not too weak, nor your path too dark, for my light to break through. I am ever present, the one who does not abandon or forsake. Though winds howl and the night seems endless, my love is the constant flame that warms your soul. Look not at the tempest, but fix your gaze on me, your eternal peace. There in my presence find rest. Let your spirit be renewed by knowing that even in your fear, you are cherished and upheld by the one who holds the universe. I invite you now, my beloved, to surrender your fears to me. Whisper your doubts, Lay down your burdens and receive the peace only I can give. Allow your soul to be still in my embrace, feeling the steady beat of my compassion that never falters. If your heart longs to be free from anxiety's chains, come to me. Trust not in your strength, but in the unfailing power of my love. Remember, in your weakness, my strength is made perfect. If you let this truth carve deep within your spirit, you will rise with new courage, renewed hope, and a faith that walks firmly on the path of peace. I am with you always, even when fear whispers loudest. Do not let your heart be troubled or afraid, for I have overcome the world, and in me you find sure refuge. Will you rest in this certainty today? Will you lay down anxious thoughts and find sanctuary in the truth of my unending love? If your heart stirs with the desire to be free, do not hesitate. Come to me. I am ready to embrace you with peace. My beloved, when doubt clouds your mind and fear grips your heart, know that I have not abandoned you. I am closer than your breath, nearer than the very beat of your heart. In those moments when shadows stretch long and the unknown looms like a vast, uncharted ocean, understand that this is the soil where faith is planted and trust begins to grow. Fear and doubt are not punishments or signs of failure. They are invitations, inviting you to lean deeper into me, to surrender the fragile scaffolding of your own understanding, and to rest fully in the certainty of my love. Consider the night sky. When darkness falls, the stars do not cease to shine. They are simply unseen by many eyes clouded with fear or lost in distraction. Just as the stars continue their silent journey, burning bright amidst the vast blackness, so does my presence endure quietly and faithfully within you. Fear can whisper lies telling you that you are alone, that I have turned away, or that your future is hidden in shadows too thick to penetrate. Yet I am the great light that cannot be dimmed. When you feel overwhelmed by worry or uncertainty, call on me. When anxiety piles stones upon your chest, bring your burdens to me, and I will carry them. Remember, my dear, you were not designed to carry these storms alone. Doubt may try to unravel the thread of your trust, but it is my hand that holds firm, steadying you in the tempest. I am the unseen anchor when your soul feels adrift. What seems like silence or delay is often me working beneath the surface, orchestrating your steps, realigning your path, and preparing you for a greater testimony than you can yet comprehend. When you find yourself imprisoned by anxiety, imagine me as a gentle gardener pruning the tangled branches of your heart. Though it may hurt in the moment, this process clears space for new growth, stronger, more vibrant, and deeply rooted in my spirit. Do not allow fear to make a prison cell of your mind or doubt to shackle your heart. These are transient shadows that flee quickly when exposed to the light of my truth. My dear, let me remind you that my plans for you are not shaped by your fear or limited by your anxiety. They are vast, eternal, and overflowing with hope. When you feel the weight of uncertainty pressing down, take a moment to breathe deeply. Close your eyes and imagine my presence surrounding you like a protective cloak, warm and impenetrable. You belong to me, safe and cherished beyond measure. There is a beauty in surrender that the anxious heart has yet to discover. It is not resignation, but a courageous yielding, a declaration that you trust me, even when the path is unclear. Fear and doubt will always linger as foes attempting to steal your peace, but their power vanishes the moment you decide to walk by faith instead of sight. I am calling you beyond your fears into a place of peace that surpasses all understanding. This peace is not merely the absence of trouble, but a deep, abiding assurance that I am here, weaving every detail of your life into a tapestry of redemption and purpose. You do not have to figure it all out, my child. So many times I lead you step by step, not revealing the entire journey, but providing all you need for the next step. Faith is the quiet trust to take that next step, even when your eyes strain to see what lies ahead. It is a decision of the heart to believe in my goodness, my timing, and my unwavering devotion. Let your heart rest in the certainty that I am faithful, that I have walked every road before you, and that my love will never falter. When anxiety threatens to drown out the promises I have spoken over your life, recall the many times I've been faithful in the past. Every breath you breathe is a testament to my sustaining power. Every moment of relief, every joy, every answered prayer is evidence of my kindness toward you. The shadows of fear and doubt know their power is limited. They cannot extinguish the light I have placed within you. Your spirit carries the mark of divine strength, a flame that burns quietly even when all seems lost. My dear, will you allow me to carry your burdens today? Will you surrender your worries into my hands, entrusting me with your fears and hopes? Though the world may spin fast and uncertain, you have a refuge in my presence that remains unshaken. When doubts rise like waves, I am your solid rock. When anxieties try to seize your mind, I am the calm in your storm. Cease striving to understand everything and instead rest in the knowing that I am working all things together for your good. This is the invitation I extend to you now. Do not fear what tomorrow may bring. Release the heavy burden of what-ifs and maybes into my care. Embrace the stillness where I meet you, where your soul is refreshed and your spirit renewed. Here lies a peace that surpasses your deepest fears, a reassurance that runs deeper than your doubts. Trust me to guide you, even when the path ahead is shrouded in mystery. My dear child, you are never alone, and you are always deeply loved. Let this truth take root within you, anchoring your heart in hope that transcends every circumstance. My beloved, I see the shadows that sometimes cloud your mind, the quiet whispers of fear and anxiety seeking to take root in your heart. These are not unknown to me. I know every trembling thought, every restless moment that steals your peace. You are not alone when the storm rages fiercely around you. I am the shepherd who calms the tempest. I am the refuge where your soul finds rest. Fear and anxiety are like a thick fog descending upon your path, obscuring the light I have placed before you. They tell stories of looming failure, rejection, and the unknown that presses near. They try to convince you that you stand alone on uncertain ground. Yet, my dear child, remember this: darkness has never overcome the dawn I pour into your life. Even when your heart races with worry and your breaths come short and heavy with dread, I am there, steady and steadfast as the ancient mountains. Fear is born from what you cannot control, anxiety from what you cannot foresee. I understand the weight of the unknown. I crafted the vast universe, the delicate balance of the cosmos, and the intricate details of your very being. I am weaving your story with perfect care. Even when the threads seem tangled and the pattern unclear, let this truth settle deeply within you. I hold your future with hands of everlasting love, and no fear or shadow of anxiety can sever what I have joined. Look inward and recognize the source of your unrest. Is it fear of failing those you love? Or perhaps worry about plans slipping through your fingers? Is your anxiety a deceptive voice urging you to grasp control where you were never meant to hold it? Release these burdens to me. Lay them down, even if it feels like surrendering your very strength. True strength arises not from clenching tightly, but from loosening your grip and trusting my guidance. Child, I am not distant, waiting to judge as you stumble in the dark. I am close, ready to breathe peace into your soul. When anxiety roars like a lion inside your chest, call upon my name, for I am the rock, the fortress, your ever-present help. Your fears cannot stand against my love. The wildest tempests of your mind are calmed in my embrace. Imagine yourself as a fragile ship caught on a relentless sea. The wind howls, waves crash, and your sails threaten to tear. Yet I am the lighthouse on the distant shore, the anchor that steadies, the harbor where you find safe refuge. Do not sail these waters alone. Trust that my eyes watch over you unfailingly, that my hands guide every turn of your rudder. The journey may not be easy, but you will not be overwhelmed or abandoned. Feel my presence as a shield against despair, a calming voice whispering, "You are safe, my dear." There will be moments when anxiety seeks to paralyze your spirit, when fear whispers lies about your worth and your future. But remember, your value is not measured by your productivity or the opinions of others. You are treasured by me simply because you are mine, created in my image, woven with divine intention. Even your doubts are known and held tenderly. Let no fear convince you otherwise. My beloved, I have granted you a peace unshakable, not born from the absence of trouble, but from the presence of me. This peace surpasses understanding, holding you steady when your mind races and your world feels uncertain. I invite you now to turn your gaze from the turmoil and rest your heart in my quiet strength. Breathe deeply of my love. Let it anchor you in your restless sea. Do not rush. This process of trusting, learning to walk in faith through fear, is a gentle unfolding, a patient journey. I am with you moment by moment, teaching you how to replace anxiety with trust, fear with courageous hope. When your mind spirals, speak to me. Call me by whatever name feels closest to your heart. Whisper your fears into my care. Allow me to exchange your trembling spirit for my steadfast peace. Remember how I have brought you through darkness before. The valleys where you feared losing yourself. The nights when tears fell silently in the secret places of your soul. I led you through each one. My faithfulness has not dimmed. My promises are as firm as the mountains. You will see the dawn again. I will renew your strength as you lean into me. Like the eagle soaring above storm winds, you will rise on wings of hope I provide. Let this be your declaration today. Though fear may come, I will not bow. Though anxiety may press close, my heart will rest in my God. I am more than my worries because I belong to the one who will never leave or forsake me. This is the peace I give you, a peace no fear can take away. If your heart stirs with the unrest I have spoken to, do not turn away. Bring your fears into the light. Invite me to walk with you through every anxious thought. Trust that I am shaping your story and destiny with love that moves mountains and calms seas. You are never alone, my dear child, never unloved, never uncared for. Let your soul find quiet in my embrace. Be still and know that in the midst of all, I am God. My dear child, I see the stirring within you, the moments when doubt creeps in, whispering uncertainties so soft yet persistent that they cloud your vision and weigh heavily on your heart. I understand the fragility of your faith during those seasons when night seems endless and the dawn of assurance feels painfully distant. It is precisely in these moments, when shadows lengthen and your spirit feels burdened by anxiety, that I am closest to you, tenderly holding you through the turbulence of your thoughts. Consider the vast expanse of the sky, how it holds the stars in perfect measure, each shining in its appointed place. The stars do not fret about the darkness surrounding them. They do not question their purpose or doubt their light. They simply shine, as I have called you to do. Yet the night may feel overwhelming when clouds obscure your sight and you question whether your light is seen or needed. My beloved, the flickering uncertainty you experience is not a failure of your faith, but an invitation to lean deeper into my presence, where true peace resides, beyond the reach of anxious thoughts. Fear, anxiety, and doubt are like restless winds that seek to shake the foundation I have laid within you. They stir confusion and drain your strength, trying to convince you that your path is uncertain and your steps misaligned. But I tell you, child, These are not the measures of your journey. Rather, they are the refining fires shaping your perseverance, drawing your gaze from the shifting sands beneath your feet to the eternal rock I have set before you. In the heart of your anxiety, I invite you to pause and breathe in my promise that I am with you, that I hold your trembling hand, and that my compassion never fades. When panic threatens to overwhelm, call upon me quietly or aloud. Your voice, your prayer is never lost in the vastness. It settles in my heart like sacred music. Even when your words falter, your spirit's cry reaches me, and I respond with a peace that surpasses the deepest understanding. I know the weariness that shadows your days when doubt shouts louder than faith. Yet, my dear, faith is not the absence of doubt, but the courage to trust me despite it. It is the hand reaching out toward me even when it trembles, the heart choosing to believe in my steadfast love despite the inner storms. This is where true strength is born, not in certainty, but in surrender to my unwavering presence. Remember the lilies in the field, how they neither toil nor spin, yet are clothed in splendor beyond human hands. Like them, you are held in my care, your needs known and provided for hour by hour. Anxiety tries to convince you that you must carry burdens alone or wrestle through life's storms by your own might. But I am your refuge and strength. Lay your worries at my feet. Allow me to carry what is too heavy for you. There will be times when doubt darkens your path and anxiety grips your soul, threatening to silence hope's whisper. In these moments, come into the quiet place of your heart where I dwell. There, silence becomes a sanctuary, and my word, spoken in the depths of your spirit, warms you like the morning sun. Trust the unshakable truth. You are never abandoned, never unseen. Even when you feel lost in shadow, your name is etched in the palm of my hand. Let the murmur of my spirit within you be louder than the clamor of fear. Let my love be your fortress and my truth your sword against the confusion that seeks to claim your mind. When you feel overwhelmed, remember you do not walk this road alone. I am your companion, your guide, your eternal friend who will never forsake you. My presence is sure, your footing secure, and your destiny radiant with my divine plan. If your heart trembles beneath anxiety's weight, reach out to me. Trust me with your worries, fears, and doubts, for I am more than able to carry all you cannot bear. This moment, this breath, this surrender is the pathway to the peace your soul longs for. A peace not as the world gives, but as only I can provide. Will you let me calm the restless storms within? Will you believe in the steadfastness of my love, even when answers remain elusive? Let this truth settle in you. Your faith, fragile though it may seem, is a precious offering to me. Nurture it gently. Feed it daily with my presence. Find strength not in your own understanding, but in the certainty of my unwavering care. Know this, beloved. You are held eternally in my embrace. Your doubts do not separate you from my love. They call you to deeper trust and fuller dependence. Step into the sanctuary of my heart, where fear has no dominion and peace reigns supreme. Here you are safe. Here your spirit is renewed. Here your weary soul rejoices in the fullness of my grace. Begin today by inviting me into your anxious moments. Speak my name when your thoughts spiral. Seek the quiet refuge of my presence when the noise becomes too much. Trust that I am weaving your story with divine wisdom. Even when you cannot see the full tapestry, your journey toward peace begins by surrendering control and embracing my gentle guidance. Child, do not turn away when your heart stirs with fear. Let me meet you there. Let my love be the balm to your troubled soul, the anchor in your storm, the light in your doubt. I am with you always, and I will never let you go. My beloved, I understand the ache of feeling lost, abandoned, or unseen within this vast expanse of life. In the quiet moments when shadows stretch long and your soul whispers questions into the empty corners of your heart, I am there, unseen yet unwavering, a steady presence that refuses to falter or turn away. That feeling gripping you, as if you've been left to wander alone through a desolate wilderness, is not a sign of my absence. Rather, it is an invitation, a beckoning toward a deeper understanding of my relentless pursuit of you. In these moments, when the noise of the world quiets and solitude feels overwhelming, remember that you are my constant treasure, wrapped in the richest of my affections. You are not a forgotten distant shore, but the very center of my divine compass. I see the loneliness that gathers like a heavy fog around your spirit. It is a veil, thin and fragile, that obscures your sight from the fullness of your journey's meaning. But be assured, my dear, this veil is not permanent. It shifts and flickers with the winds of my love, poised to lift when you least expect it, revealing a breathtaking panorama of hope and belonging. The world may seem deaf to your heart's cry, and perhaps even your closest companions misunderstand your deepest needs. Yet my voice resonates throughout all creation, both strong and tender, echoing softly in the chambers of your heart. I know the exact contours of your sorrow and the precise places where your spirit aches most intensely. You are not invisible to me. Your worth is etched upon the very palms of my hands, never overlooked or diminished by any darkness seeking to cloud your vision. When you walk through seasons of silence and seeming abandonment, do not see them as deserts, but as sacred spaces of refinement, like molten ore heated until impurities rise to the surface. Your soul is being purified. Feeling unseen sharpens your inner gaze and strengthens your resolve to trust my presence beyond natural sight. I am sanctifying your heart through these trials, anointing you with the oil of steadfastness and a peace that surpasses understanding. Do not despair in your solitude, for even stars often stand alone in the night sky before bursting into radiant brilliance. Remember, my dear child, the vast tapestry I weave includes moments that seem lonely to the human eye. But from my eternal perspective, they are woven into magnificent patterns of glory and grace. Beneath the weight of your loneliness lies a sacred promise. You will behold my face clearly and know that you have never truly been apart from me. Let the silence speak to you, not as emptiness, but as a holy whisper drawing you nearer to my heart. I am the shepherd who never abandons his flock, even when the path is rugged and the night feels unending. As you navigate this wilderness, rest assured I am guiding your steps with infinite care. Each footfall is etched in the script of my love story, written just for you. In this season, allow your heart to rise in defiant trust. When loneliness threatens to pull you under, choose to lift your gaze toward my unfailing light. In moments when you feel unseen, lean into the truth that you are precious beyond words. My beloved, chosen, and cherished. Here in the silent places of your soul, I am training you to walk with me authentically and intimately, not dependent on fleeting recognition from the world, but anchored eternally in my unchanging love. If your heart stirs amid this solitude, do not turn away. Embrace the divine companionship I offer, the promise of my unbreakable presence. Every tear that falls in these quiet hours is cradled by my hand, every sigh heard, and every unspoken word treasured. You are not alone in feeling lost or forgotten. You are deeply, fully known, and held closer than you can imagine. This is the place of true belonging, the refuge where your soul can finally rest. Listen to the rhythm of my heartbeat within you, a constant refrain of hope and belonging. This inner melody affirms your identity as my beloved, a jewel of immeasurable value and a living testament to my enduring faithfulness. Your sense of abandonment is but a shadow cast by the brilliance of my light. destined to dissolve as you press into the warmth of my love. Today, I invite you to take one more step with me, to lean into the reality of my presence, even when your eyes cannot see clearly. Let your soul be strengthened by the truth that you belong to me eternally and irrevocably. You are not a castaway lost at sea, but a cherished child holding my hand tightly as we navigate storms together. Let this truth settle within you. Your worth is beyond measure. Your place in my heart is secure. Though feelings may fluctuate like restless waves, my love remains calm, deep, and unchanging. Trust this divine love, for it is the anchor that will hold you steady when winds howl and all else seems to slip away. I have not forgotten you. I am with you always, closer than your breath, nearer than your heartbeat. You are mine, beloved, forever enveloped in the arms of my abiding presence. Do not fear moments of loneliness. They are but soil from which your deepest encounters with me will bloom. Move forward with courage, knowing your path is illuminated and your steps ordered by my hand. The invisible thread connecting your heart to mine is unbreakable, weaving a story of redemption, presence, and love that no power can undo. Hold fast to this promise. In every shadow there is light, and in every feeling of abandonment, my enduring embrace. Your journey is not solitary, for I have made you to be with me forever. And this truth above all will transform every season of feeling lost into a pilgrimage of profound intimacy with me. If this message touches your spirit, let it dwell within you. Reach out to me as one deeply known and infinitely loved. I am never far, even when the world and your heart say otherwise. Take this living hope and let it nourish your soul today. My dear one, as you receive these words now, know that I have never ceased holding you in the palm of my hand, carefully and tenderly shaping you with infinite wisdom and love. You are not a mere accident or a fleeting thought in the vastness of existence. You are my masterpiece, woven from the depths of my heart, forged through trials and triumphs alike to reflect a light only you can shine. The struggles you feel, the weariness in your spirit, the quiet moments when darkness seems to surround you, these are neither the end nor the sum of your story. They are brushstrokes on a greater portrait, vibrant and dynamic, still unfolding under my watchful eye. In the silence where you wonder if I hear your cries, in moments of doubt when shadows cloud your vision, remember that I am there, closer than your breath, nearer than the heartbeat within you. Your identity is deeply rooted in me. I have engraved your name upon the palms of my hands. No force can erase it. No distance can sever our connection. You belong to me eternally, woven into the fabric of my family, forever treasured. Your worth is fixed, not by what you do or what others say, but by who I am and who you are in me. There is a profound invitation here for you, an invitation to come home, not to a place, but to a state of being that embraces trust, surrender, and peace. Let go of burdens not yours to carry. Release the need for control that drains your spirit. Rest in the assurance that my plans for you are filled with hope and purpose, tailored perfectly to your unique journey. Even when the path seems obscured by uncertainty, even when waiting tests your faith, I am cultivating within you a resilience and grace that no hardship can diminish. Your destiny is radiant and immense, far beyond what your eyes can see or your mind can conceive. The gifts and dreams I have planted in your spirit will flourish in their appointed time. Do not rush or despair. Each step you take in faith, however small, carries you closer to the fullness of what I have prepared. You are called not only to witness, but to participate in the unfolding of my kingdom here and now. Your life, with all its imperfections and beauty, is a testimony of my redeeming power and relentless love. Feel how deeply known and cherished you are. Every tear you have shed, every whispered prayer spoken in the shadows has been gathered and treasured by me. I am sanctifying your wounds, transforming your sorrows into a testimony of triumph. There will be seasons when you stand in the sunlight of my presence, rejoicing in the freedom only I can offer. There will be valleys where my comfort is your steadfast companion. Neither shadow nor light defines you, but my steadfast love does. I call you now to rise, to reclaim your identity as my beloved child. Step into the calling I have placed upon your life with courage and confidence. Whether your steps are uncertain or bold, know I am your ever-present guide and rock. My spirit dwells within you, empowering you to love fiercely, forgive readily, and live joyfully in the freedom that comes from abiding in me. There is no shame in stumbling, no failure beyond the reach of my mercy. Your journey is a sacred echo of my faithfulness made manifest. Let this truth saturate your soul. You are mine, holy and dearly loved. Your story is a beautiful thread in the tapestry of eternity. Do not shrink back in fear or self-doubt. Step forward with grace and strength. The battles you face are already softened by my victory. The chains you think cannot be broken are dissolved by my power. Trust the process of your transformation. I am working all things together for your good, even when it is unseen, even when it feels slow. Today, accept the gift of peace I offer freely. Lay down the yoke of weariness and embrace the rest I provide. Walk in confidence that you are deeply loved, unequivocally accepted, and divinely equipped for all I have called you to be. I invite you to live fully in my presence, to savor the intimate relationship we share, and to shine with the brilliance of one who knows they are cherished beyond measure. My beloved, what you have just heard was not a coincidence. It was a divine appointment. These words were not mere inspiration, but sacred truth sent to awaken the strength that already lives within you. And this is only the beginning. I am calling you to come back, again and again, not out of routine, but because your soul needs nourishment. Not once, but continually. Each message on this channel is a lifeline I've woven into your journey. Timely whispers of my love, truth, and healing power tailored just for you. So do not walk away unchanged. Let this be the place where you return when the world grows loud, when your strength wavers, when your spirit longs for peace. Subscribe now, not just to a channel, but to a sacred rhythm where your heart meets mine in every word. Turn on the notifications so you never miss the next message I've prepared for your weary moments. And share this light with others. Be the vessel that carries my voice to a soul that's still searching, still hurting, still hoping. Until we meet again, remember this. I am with you in every step, every silence, every storm. Return here when your soul needs rest, and I will meet you again with new strength, deeper peace, and a love that never fails. I am your refuge, I am your strength, and I will always be waiting here. Come back, child. I'm not finished speaking to you. Amen.